Hello everyone, I'm Nidhi Devangan. I welcome you all on the behalf of Holiday Hacks for the pre-hack session. Let me give you an overview of our hackathon, Holiday Hacks. Holiday Hacks is 24-hour online hackathon conducted by Sri Shankaracharya Technical Campus Bhilai on 29th and 30th of April 2022. You could register yourself for the hackathon by visiting our website www.holidayhacks.co. Today's session is all about building a powered app in React.js with LNAI. I would like to invite our guest speakers, Mayank Sonkar and Divyansh Chaurasia for LNAI to take the limelight. Hello and welcome Divyansh and Mayank. Please go ahead by introducing yourself and start the session.
Okay. Thanks, Nidhi, for introducing. Let me share my screen very quickly so that I can present my slides. Hmm, I think this. Yeah. Okay, my screen is visible, I think. Uh, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Can anyone confirm?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Divyansh.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Divyansh. I manage developer programs here at Allen AI. And in today's session, we'll be talking about how to build a voice AI powered app in React.js with Allen AI, right? So we do love sponsoring multiple hackathons and events. So feel free to reach out to me at divyansh@allen.app if you, in case you want us to sponsor or support your event. So I'm super excited for your hackathon and for the today's topic. So I'd like to introduce Mayank. Mayank, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone here?
Yeah, thank you, Divyansh. Thank you, giving for this opportunity. And hi, everyone. My name is Mayank, and I'm a development intern here at Alanya. Like, I love to meet new peoples and community, and excited to see you all there. I hope this session will beneficial for you, and definitely you, if you want to connect with me, you can reach out to me at mayank@allen.app. Yeah, that's all. Divyansh, you can go ahead now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Mayank, for introducing yourself. And yeah, so let's get started. So everyone, we'll start with about Allen AI. So what is Allen AI, and why I'm talking about this. So the Allen platform allows developers to create intelligent voice assistant like Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa or Siri, but specific for your mobile or web application. So in case you want to add all the smart AI voice capabilities into any particular mobile or web application, you can do it with very easily with Allen AI, with Allen SDK, with just few lines of code, and you will be able to integrate all those voice command and capabilities with just few lines of code. So as you all know that we are supporting this hackathon as a track sponsor. So for this hackathon task overview, you just need to add a voice assistant to using Allen platform to any of a web or mobile application. This can be done with either a new or existing open source application. So for the Allen AI track, you do not need to build anything specific for to win the Allen AI track. Let's say you are building anything from let's say you're building any application and you feel adding voice in it can improve the user experience and he- improve app accessibility, then feel free to add a voice in it, and we'd love to evaluate your project and you know give feedback and choose the best project out of that. Hackathon prizes, we have one prize of track prize of 7,500 INR Amazon gift card for the best use case of Allen AI. We'll be also doing multiple giveaways during the hackathon. Just to let you know, our first giveaway is today. That will be of 750 INR. And to participate in this giveaway, you just need to make a post about Allen AI on LinkedIn. Feel free to please do tag Allen AI on while you make the post so that we can see the post, and we'll choose some winner by April 30th, and We'll share this with your organizers, and we'll reach out to you for your prizes. So to participate in the giveaway, add you just need to make a post about Alan AI on LinkedIn, tagging us and Alan AI so that we can see your post. So this is like how you can participate in the giveaway. And let's go ahead with the next step. So here I'll talk about voice UX. So user experience is the next paradigm. Let's go back into 1980s when we all human beings are like getting started with computers. Most of the people are mostly the engineers were interacting with the machines because all of the computer devices are completely based on command line. So people who are good with the code and stuff, they are able to process the computation computational task and other stuff with machines. But later in 1990s we got introduced to GUI, then browsers, and normal person started interacting with machines with the keyboard and mouse. So you see from 1980s to 2000 there's huge change that everyone can interacting with machine with their keyboard and mouse. And later in 2010 people started interacting with mobile application via touch. For example, you want to book a cab, you can click on the Uber button and uh, you know write the location, whatever. So you are interacting with that application with your touch. But now what we are seeing the trend that most of the things are moving towards voice. So if you see in last 4 to 5 years, um, most companies like Amazon, Google, and Walmart making huge investments in the voice space because it helps user to connect and use the application in more user-friendly way, and it makes any application very accessible with voice. Right? Imagine ordering your favorite food with just voice. So this is like voice UX is the next paradigm, and building a voice experience is like very tough thing because it requires lots and lots of resources and things to get done. But with Alan SDK, you do not need to worry about all those stuff. And let's talk about on-device voice assistant and versus in-app voice assistant. So in the beginning, I told you like companies like Amazon and Google and Apple making huge investments in the voice ecosystem. But there are certain cons with their what are the all the existing mobile application which are available. For example, these all are the application is like mostly platform dependent. For example, when we talk about Amazon Alexa, we are limited to Alexa devices, right? You cannot interact with any particular application with touch because it's just a speaker. You need to interact with just your voice. So sometimes Alexa do not understand what you are trying to say. So if the voice experience get broken there, you're never going to use particular uh, voice assistant again. And same with the some similar with the thing with the Google Assistant and uh, sorry, Apple Siri. What happens here is like these all are like the OS and mobile level assistant. You can use this assistant to set an alarm and do very basic stuff, which is you cannot perform any task inside any application. You can ask your Google Assistant to open Zomato application, but you cannot do anything inside that particular application with Google Assistant. But with the uh, Alan SDK, you can actually integrate voice assistant to any of your project, right? And users can use voice assistant inside that application. So they can interact with that particular application with touch as well as voice. And when I say like you can add voice assistant to any of your mobile or web application, what I mean here is like Alan supports a majority of frameworks out there. For example, if you're building for web, you can integrate Alan Len voice in React application, Angular applications, Ember and Ionic. And if you're building for Android, you can go with the You can integrate Allen Voice in Android as well as iOS application, and we do also support Flutter and React Native in case if you are building any native application. So we have like a vast support for multiple frameworks. And I'd like to showcase a video created by a project created by Mayank. He actually integrated voice assistant in a food delivery demo application. So I'd like to play that just to showcase you how it looks like. So this project is built on React, and we Mayank will also be showcasing how to integrate Allen voice into in any of your React project. So let's see a quick demo here.
Hi, this is Alan, your voice assistant. Start by saying, what do you have?
What do you have?
We have burger, pizza, hot dog, taco, snacks and drink. What do you want?
I want pizza.
Here are the pizza we offer. Please choose accordingly.
Scroll down.
Scrolling down.
Add double cheese in my cart.
Added. Would you like to increase the quantity?
Yep.
Awesome. How many quantity would you like to order?
3.
3 quantity of double cheese added. Anything else you want to order?
Yes.
What do you want?
Burger.
Here are the burger we offer. Please choose accordingly.
Add healthy buns in my cart.
Added. Would you like to increase the quantity?
No.
Anything else you want to order?
No, I'm good.
Alright, should I confirm your order?
Yes, please.
You ordered 3 double cheese, 1 healthy buns. Is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Your order will deliver soon. Thank you for shopping with us.
Cool.
Okay. So whatever you saw here is like, you can actually order food with voice, and whatever you're saying, Alan Assistant is picking all of these things. And when Mayank said, I want to add, pizza in I want to order pizza. So what happened is, you know, he said some voice commands, and but what happened with his voice commands? Some actions are performed inside application. Pizza is added here, and pizza is added in the cart. He increased the quantity. So in easy words, you can control your application with your voice, and you can do it by integrating Allen SDK to your project. So and Allen platform is like complete solution for developers. For example, there's any e-commerce or any application, you can easily integrate Allen button, and you can start by building application here. You can debug it, integrate it, and you can also analyze like how people are using your assistant, so that you can improve your application, right? Your voice assistant and voice experience. So why I'm saying that Allen platform is a breakthrough technology. So there are 5 points. I'll just go through it. First is ease of development. If you're comfortable with basic JavaScript, you can easily create. Uh, you can easily understand the Allen SDK. It will not take much time. It is like second point is it's a cross-platform and framework agnostic. We have vast support for multiple frameworks, including iOS, Android, Web, React, Flutter, Ionic, and much more. And the third and important point is accuracy. And when we talk about building voice experience or integrating any voice assistant to any application, accuracy plays a major role here. Because let's say if you're trying to say your assistant, hey, please order pizza, and your assistant is understanding it as a burger. So what will happen is the voice experience is broken because your assistant is not picking the words accurately, and it is like breaking the voice experience, and you're never going to uh, use that voice assistant again. So for that, we at Allen took care of this accuracy part very carefully, so that whatever user says, we pick it very carefully. We have one in-house technology called spoken language understanding, SLU, so that one second, SLU, so that you know uh, people can actually our assistant will be more accurate, and speed of implementation and iteration. When we talk when you integrate Allen SDK in your application, you do not need to make edits in your production code. You just need to make some iteration. Let's say you want to add any new feature to voice assistant, you can easily do it by adding it on Allen web platform, and you do not need to touch the your production level code. So it increases the speed of implementation and iteration, and no training data. When you are using Allen SDK, you do not need to worry about bringing training data sets for different locales. You can just use our in-house data sets, and which is like uh, you do not intents and entities. You do not need to worry about those things. At Allen, we are taking care of it, and I'd like to share. I'd like to from now. Mayank, would you like to continue? I want.
Yeah, definitely, Divyansh, definitely. So let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Anyone, please?
Not yet. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. So here we go. And first of all, thank you very much, Divyansh, for such amazing session. So from now onwards, I would like to take the session ahead with the beautiful works out there. And we talk about what Ellen is. Now it's time to learn how we can use Ellen in the best possible way. So if you are a code along person, I would highly recommend you to code along with me. So, and if you are not a code along person, that's perfectly fine. But I'm sure in the end of this session, you will get some exceptional result with Ellen AI. And in case of any question and queries during the session, I may not be able to answer your questions, but you can drop it in the comment section. Divyansh will help you with that. And after the session, I will definitely go for your questions and queries. So with that, let's start with the session. So first thing first, we need to create a React app to integrate the LN SDK in the React app, right? So is anyone out there can tell me how can we create a React app? There is a one command for that. Anyone? Okay, so let's go ahead with that. So first of all, you need to open your terminal. It's for me, it's Hyper. You can use any terminal you want and give it a command npm create React app and give it a name. Let's say Allen Workshop. I'm not going to click enter because it takes few minutes to create a React app, and I have done this before because of the time constraint. So I'm definitely going to change my directory. Let's open it in the code editor. For me, it's a VS Code. You can use any code editor you want, like Sublime or Atom. There is a lots of code editor. You can use whatever you want. Let's wait for 1 minute. It take a time to start. Yeah, now we are good to go. So here is the Okay, so here's the default structures of React app. You can see there is a lots of files inside here, and here is the public and source files. So whatever we will do in this session, we will using the src file. So you don't need to worry about any other things. So you just need to go to your src file and click on app.js, and you can see there is a bunch of code. But to be honest with you, we are not going to use this code. So just delete it and give it a h1. This is hello Ellen. Let's say hello Ellen, and that's perfectly fine. This is all we want. Let's open our development server, and you can just give it a command in your terminal. Npm start, and it will start the development server of your React app. Okay, so meanwhile we need to install a dependency to integrate Ellen with React, and for that we need to give it a command. Let's say npm I stand for install, and give it ellen.ai ellen web stk LNSTK web. Yeah, it is. So you need to give it this command to install and dependency. So this dependency contain all the files we need to integrate Ln with React app. So I'm not going to click enter because I have already installed this dependency due to time constraint. But you definitely go ahead with this command and click enter. Okay. So meanwhile, we need to import something from React and from LNA. So here we go. So our development server will start at localhost 3000. So once it start, you will get a hello Ellen on the browser. Let's wait for a minute. Meanwhile, we can configure our React app. So you need to use we need to import the use effect from React and Ellen button from the dependency we just installed. So to initialize Ellen button, we need to use effect. So use effect have different functionality, but here we use it at component data amount. So what that means? So component data amount means so whenever your app mounts, something will happen. Okay, so we need to use this use effect, and use effect take two parameter. The first one is a callback, and the second one is a dependency array. So for us, we don't need to put anything in the dependency array. But if you want to, if you want to run your use effect whenever you want change some value, you can put that value inside the dependency array. But we don't need to do that. We just need to create this Ellen button. An Ellen button takes some important parameter. The first thing it will take it's a Ellen key. And how can we get this Ellen key? Leave it for now. Say Ellen key, and let's make a constant ln key here. It's a string, but leave it empty as of now. To perform something on the base of the user input, we need to import some command from the our ln script, right? So for that we have a object on command. This is the arrow function, and here we go. So here we import all the command which user give. Let's suppose a command name test. So whenever user says something which implement by the command test, so whenever the command will match, something will happen. We don't know what's that, but something will happen. Okay, so let's find out the ln key, because this is the most important part of ln studio. We need this key to run ln in our React app. So for that, just go to your Chrome browser, okay, and go to ln.app. get started now. So if you have an account, sign in. If you don't have an account, sign up. Let's just sign up. So you can see here are the projects I created before. So all the projects you created in the Ellen Studio, all are the project listed here. To create a new project, you can click on this create voice assistant, or here create voice assistant, whatever you want. So here are some predefined project in which you can just have a look to understand the script concept more deeply. But in this session, we will prefer to go with the empty project and give it a name. Let's say Ellen Workshop. Let's create this project, and here we go. So you can see there is some code written here, intent and something like that, but we don't need to worry about it. What we want here, we want our Allen key. So here we can click on this integrations, and you can see there is a key right there. So just copy this SDK key and go to your React tab and just paste it here, and you are good to go with Allen. So just refresh this page, and you can see there is a button in the bottom. So whenever you click this button and say hello world,
Hi there.
you can see Ellen will respond with hi there. So from where this things comes. So before going towards the deep thoughts, let's go back to our slides and we can understand some basic script concept there, and then we will implement all these things. Okay. Okay, so we created the first step. We created a React tab. We sign up for Ellen app, and yeah, if you want to join our Slack community, you are free. You all feel free to join us. We will definitely drop this link in the comment box after the session. You can join our Slack community. The people are really helpful, and if you have any question and query, we are happy to help you with that. So the first basic concept is intent. So intent is like intentions. So whenever you have some intentions, like ordering some food, or like giving some commands, there are intention behind that, right? So in the same manner, Alan also has some intentions. So but not not like a human intentions, but it will based on the intent function here. So intent is a most basic and important function in Ln script. So whenever you want to like create some voice commands in the script, you can use intent. So intent take two parameter. The first one is a pattern for which Ln listen for. Suppose I said hello world. So hello world is a pattern, and the second one is a callback. So as soon as some pattern match with the intent pattern in our script, the callback of that intent will be invoked. Let's say in this example here we have an intent. Let's say the pattern is hello world, and whenever a user say hello world, Ellen will respond with hello, right? So this is what intent is, and we use play function here to give the response back. And play is a predefined function in the Ellen script, so you don't need to worry about it. You just need to use it to give the response back to the users. So this is what intent is. So let's go back to the Ellen console and let's implement these things from our own. Yeah, so if we have an intent here which is says hello world, this is a pattern, right? So this is a pattern and this is the callback. So whenever we say hello world, Ellen will respond with hello or hi there. So we can see these things later, but for now, let's delete it. And now we need to write it our own intent. So this is an intent, and you can give it a pattern whatever you want. Let's say I say, "What are you doing?" Okay. So we need to create a callback for that to respond back to the users, and for that we just use p.play functions. So whenever user says what are you doing, Ellen will respond with something, right? So let's say Ellen will respond with I am in holiday X session with Ellen AI. Cool, right? You need to save the changes and go back to your app. Just give it a refresh, and you are good to go. What are you doing?
I am in holiday hack session with Alan I.
Yeah. So this is as simple as that. You just created a intent and you are good to go with LNAI. So you can write whatever you want, whatever the response you want. You can give whatever the pattern you want, and you will get the response in a second. So this is how I like. I love these things about the LNAI. This is very simple to integrate, and this gives your app so much power in a second. Okay, so let's go back to this. And I hope you will understand the basic concept of intent, and intent is the most important basic. So if you are not not able to fully understand this intent, don't worry. This we will understand this further. So here we go. The second concept I would like to introduce is commands. So whenever you say something and you want to do something on the basis of user response in your React app, suppose whenever user says whenever user say I want to do this, and you need to do something on your React app based on the user's response, then in this case we use commands. And it is a very simple syntax for commands. You just need to add this object command.test. This is all. So here is the thing. You need to write an intent, and whenever you say run the test command, this command will be invoked, and this command we receive in our React app. So here we receive all the commands we written in the ln script. So whenever a command match with the command that user says, the things you written here will be the code you written here will be invoked. As simple as that. Okay, so let's do it in our ln script. Let's go with that. Let's create an intent for that. And whenever I say intent, yeah, whenever I say run the test command, something will happen in our React app, right? So you need to create a callback for that. And instead of giving a sentence, like giving a pattern, you just create an object. And the first thing is command, and the second is the name of your command. That's a test. You can choose whatever name you want for the command, but these things will remain as it is. Okay, so you don't need to change this, but you can change the command name according to your situation. You can save it, and here we got, okay, yeah, you can save it. And let's go back to our React app. So here we have the name command test. So make sure your test command name should be matched with the name you written here, right? So here we write test command. So what is I want. So whenever user says run the test command, a alert will pop up which says command run successfully. So this is what I want as of now. Okay, so let's go back to our application, give it a refresh, and click this button. Run the test command. You can see the command we written in our React tab will be invoked. Command runs successfully. This is what we want, right? We want a alert inside our command run successfully. This is what we want, and we will achieve it. Right? So this is how simple you can integrate LN AI with React, and you can use commands, you can use intent, and not only this. Let me close it. Okay. So not only this, you can also do everything. So whenever I say run the test command, here we go. So let's give it a command run successfully. So as soon as user says run the test command, this command will be invoked, and all ln also will respond with this. So let's give it a try. Go to your React app, give it a refresh, and here we go. Run the test command. So as soon as you click this.
Command run successfully.
Yeah. So this will happen because alert is asynchronous. So whenever you alert, as soon as you okay, so whenever you want to click that OK button, alert will stop the code running after that. So you need to click that OK button to run the code further. Let's go back to our slides and what we have here. Okay, so we have a multiple alternatives. So what are the multiple alternatives? Okay, let's say you want to ask Alan about the weather. So I can say, what is the weather, or how is the weather? what is the temperature, how is the temperature. So you can see there is a multiple way to saying the single things. So you need to write four intent for this situation, right? But these things make your code so much clutter. To handle this situation in a single intent, multiple alternative is a best way approach. So you can just use simple syntax for multiple alternatives, and you can handle this four situation in a single intent. And how can we do that? Let me show you in the ln script console. Let's create an intent and say what is the temperature. Period play, let's say cool. So we need to create the four intent, right? But with the help of multiple alternative, we can handle all this situation in a single intent. How can we do that? Just click on it, give it a parenthesis, and give it a or symbol. What or how. Same with this temperature, give it a weather. So whenever user says how is the temperature, here we have how is the temperature, what is the temperature, how is the weather, and what is the temperature. So you can handle all these things in a single intent. Okay, let's give it a try and go back. How is the temperature?
Cool.
What is the temperature?
Cool.
How is the weather?
Cool.
What is the weather?
Cool.
You can see we can handle four situation by using single intent. This is not amazing. It is just because using the multiple alternative, and you don't need to put so much code or doing a lot of hard work behind it, right? You just what you have to do, you just need to just create a open this parenthesis and give it a or symbol between it. Not only this, you can do so much with multiple alternatives, and this is a very handy features. I will definitely give you advice to give it a try. Okay, let's back to the slides. I think that's all for now. Yeah, context. So context is one of the important concept in LNAI. So what is the context? So suppose you want to ask Ellen about the temperature, right? So you can say, what is the temperature today? Ellen will respond with something. But now you say like, what about tomorrow? So in this case, if you stand alone, if you say stand alone about the pattern, what about tomorrow? So what about tomorrow is not meaning stand alone, right? So you need to put this pattern inside a context. So here the context comes into the picture. So whenever you want to create a multi-stage communication, you use context in the Ellen AI. So whenever I say what about tomorrow, Ellen will unable to understand these things, because we are not telling him what is the intention behind it. It is not a human, right? So we need to tell the intention behind this, and in which context we are referring to what about. Yeah. So for that, we need to use context. And how can we use it? Let me give you a simple demo. Let's create a context. Let's give it a name, confirm order. Just need to write this here, and let's copy this intent, paste it here, paste it here. So whenever I say what, okay, so how is the temperature? So after that, I'm referring it to the context. That is a confirm order. No, there is no match between the temperature and order, but let's find out here. Okay, let's say want to confirm your order. Let's save it. Go back to the application and give it a refresh. How is the temperature?
Cool. Want to confirm your order?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so the second cool is coming from the context, right? So if I say yes or no, Ellen will not able to understand what I'm meaning. Okay, so we need to create a context for that. So this things only works within a context, right? So this is how context works, and you can create multi-stage communication with the help of context. And this is a very handy features in Ellen script, and you can use it in multiple places, like the app Divyansh showed you in the beginning of this session. There I used a lot of context in that app, so you need to know about it. And this is a very important concept. Okay, let's move it further. So we have fallbacks. Okay, so fallbacks is a very a lifesaver, I can say. Like whenever you want to create something, right? You created a app, you do something, you created a like a magnificent app. Okay, so but sometimes user will say something unexpected that your app should not expected, and instead you are not expected, and you don't write any intent for that. In that case, fallback will be the lifesaver for you. So if I say something which is not matching any intent here, the fallback function will be invoked. And let's say, okay, what are you saying? Didn't get you. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to that. Click it. Now I'm going to give a pattern which is unexpected by the app. Let's go out for a dinner.
What are you saying? Didn't get you.
Yeah. So this is how fallbacks work. This is a very good features if you want to train your model fully accurate, and you want to handle all the situation if in the future that your app will respond for every situation. Then fallback is one of the great features of Alan AI script. You will definitely go for it. And with that, I think I'm done with the topics and Alan script concept. So yeah, let's go back. Alan, Divyansh, would you like to continue from here?
On your screen, I'll just share the technical authors program, or you can drop the link. I'll drop the link about that here. You can just mention them.
About the technical author?
Yes, or just share the screen. I'll let the audience know,
Yeah, sure.
and you can drop the link in the chat. Uh, so, thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed this session by Mayank. He's super good, in building apps powered by voice. So I hope he also, tried to, yes. So just to start with, just give me one moment. Yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed your sessions. I'm excited for what you're going to build in the hackathon. And in case if you have any query regarding Alan AI, or you're building something and you get stuck, feel free to join our Slack community, that is bit.ly/Alan-Slack. Feel free to join us there. Engineers from our team or me or Mayank will be happy to answer or help you there. And along with that, we are also running a technical writers program where we reward community members who write about Alan AI. For example, you built some project on Alan AI and you thought to write about it. You can, and if you write it, Alan team will reward you somewhere around $60 to $200, depending on the quality and type of each article. And we do not ask you to give ownership of your work to us. The work you will do, it is like completely yours. We'll just support you uh, for the uh, work you write, for the content you write for Alan AI. And in case if you're interested, you can fill this form. uh, and we'll reach out to you shortly. Main, can you share this link of this form in the private chat or in the comment section so that people can fill?
Yeah, definitely. I just
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to join our Slack community and ask there. And
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks Holiday X for organizing this wonderful session, and I'm glad to see you all there. And thank you for your times and patience and all the stuff I said. I hope you got something and you have idea about LNAI and you build something with LNAI, and we will happy to help you with the code. And definitely, if you have any question queries, you will definitely post in our Slack community. We will happy to help you with that. Thanks everyone.
If you have any doubts, you can drop it in the chat box.
Yeah, for now, if you have any question, any queries, you can definitely drop it in the comment box. We will happy to help you with that.
I think nobody wants to ask any question. Okay, thank you folks for joining the session. Special thanks to our guest speakers Mayank and Divyansh for delivering such an amazing session. We all have enjoyed and learned so many things. We got an introduction to Ellen today with the amazing speaker from LNAI. But do you want to integrate this amazing feature with your Web3 app? Tomorrow we are having another interesting session by Darkness on Intro to Web3 Technologies. So please look forward to it. And please like the video and subscribe to the Holiday Hacks channel to get updated about this session. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank everyone. Thanks again.